Our next lesson would be about summarizing academic texts. Summarizing academic text means taking the main ideas and key points from a longer, more complex piece of writing and putting them into a shorter form using your own words. It helps you understand the material better, remember important information, and communicate it clearly to others. The skill is especially useful for studying, writing research papers, and joining academic discussions. There are four basic rules before summarizing your academic text. First, erase things that don't matter. Pag hindi mo kailangan, wag mo nang isulat. Second, erase things that repeat. Pag nagsasummarize kayo, wag kayong paulit-ulit ng statement. Third, trade general terms for specific names. Much better kung basic yung pangalan or basic yung words na gagamitin mo para mas madaling maintindihan. Fourth, use your own name or use your own words to write the summary. So kapag nagsa-summarize kayo, hindi nyo kailangang i-rewrite kung paano siya nakasulat dun sa book or sa statement. Kailangan gamitin nyo yung sarili nyong terms or sarili nyong words to summarize para mas maintindihan ng iba. Para hindi na siya masyadong complicated or hindi nila maisip na inuulit mo lang naman yung binasa mo eh. Pag inulit mo kasi siya, it's not summarization. It is called repeating. Next is, paano ba tayo magsusulat or magsa-summary? Letter A, delete material that is unnecessary to understand. Since ikaw rin naman yung nagbabasa nung isa-summarize mo, make sure na every details is easy to understand. Kapag halimbawa ikaw mismo naguguluhan dun sa binasa mo, wag mo na siyang isama dun sa summary mo. O kaya, kung hindi naman siya needed, wag mo na rin siyang isulat. Letter B, if a word or phrase says basically the same thing, don't write it again. So kapag paulit-ulit or same lang yung sinasabi, wag na nating isulat or wag nyo na siyang isama sa summarization. Letter C, focus on the big picture. Ito yung part na halimbawa nabasa mo na yung buong libro or nabasa mo na yung buong statement, kukunin mo yung pinaka reason bakit ba siya nasulat or yung dahilan kung bakit mo ba siya binasa, yung pinaka main topic yung hahanapin mo. Letter D, write the summary using your own words but make sure to retain the main points. So again, pag gumawa kayo ng summarization, either ng book, ng report, or ng isang statement, make sure na sarili nyong words yung gagamitin nyo. Pero wag na wag nyo kakalimutan yung mga important details na kailangan dun sa summarization. Next on our lesson are the techniques. Techniques kung paano ba magsulat ng summary. Technique A, somebody wanted but so. It generalize, recognize cause and effect relationship and find the main idea. Paano ba yon? So una, you will start with somebody. Somebody is about who is the text all about. Sino yung pinag-uusapan? So everyone naman is familiar with Little Red Riding Hood story. So ang somebody is si Little Red Riding Hood. Tungkol saan? Tungkol kay Little Red Riding Hood. Second, wanted. What did the main character want? Ano bang gusto niyang gawin? So Little Red Riding Hood wanted to take cookies to her sick grandmother. But refers to the problem that was encountered. So ang but natin sa story, when Little Red Riding Hood encountered a wolf pretending to be her grandmother. And then so refers to how was the problem was solved. So paano ba na-solve yung problema? She ran away crying for help. Then it tells how the story ends. A woodsman heard her and saved her from the wolf. So somebody wanted but so is your technique A. Again, it will show you the cause and effect relationship and it will help you find the main idea of the story. Here's an example regarding with Technique A. So let us combine the answer to form a summary. Little Red Riding Hood wanted to take the cookies to her sick grandmother, but she encountered a wolf. He got to her grandmother's house first and pretended to be the old woman. He was going to eat Little Red Riding Hood, but she realized what he was doing and ran away crying for help. A woodsman heard the girl cries and saved her from the wolf. So kung mababasa nyo or mapapansin nyo dito sa story ni Little Red Riding Hood, lahat ng details dito ay nakasama dun sa technique A natin kung paano siya sinummarize. Technique B, the SAAC method. It's state, assign, action, complete. State. Ito yung pangalan ng book natin, ng article, or ng story. For example, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Second, assign. Ito yung name ng author or yung nagsulat ng story. From the example, Aesop, a Greek storyteller. Action, it is telling us what the author is doing. So, an example natin is tell since magkukwento siya. Next, complete. Complete the sentence or summary with keywords and important details. So, what happens when a shepherd boy repeatedly lies to the villagers about seeing a wolf? So, again, this is an example of technique B, the SAAC method. So, use the four SAAC cues to write a summary. The Boy Who Cried Wolf by Aesop, a Greek storyteller, tells what happens when a shepherd boy repeatedly lies to the villagers about seeing a wolf. After a while, they ignore his false cries. Then, when a wolf really does attack, they don't come to help. So, dito sa story na to, pinakita naman yung paggamit ng SAAC method. So, meron tayong state, assign, action, and then complete. Technique letter C. Technique letter C talks about 5 W's and H. These are who, what, when, where, why, and how. So from the example, who is the story about? Sino ang pinag-uusapan? What did they do? Ano ba yung ginawa nila dun sa story? When did the action place? Kailan nangyari? May ibang story na walang when. So, pwede nyo siyang hindi specify dun mismo sa summary ninyo if hindi naman siya na-mention. Where? Where did the story happen or saan nangyari? Why? Why did the main character do what he did? So, explain nyo lang doon kung bakit ba ginawa ng main character yung ganitong action. How? How did the main character do what she or he did? So, paano? Paano niya ginawa yung action referring sa why? Next technique is technique letter D. It tells about first, then, and finally. Normally answering the questions who, what, when, where, why, and how. Halimbawa, first, what happened first? You should include the main character and main event or action. Then, what key details took place during the event? Finally, what were the results of the event? Best example is using Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So first, Goldilocks entered the bears' home while they were gone. Then, she ate their food, sat in their chairs, and slept in their beds. Finally, she woke up to find the bears watching her, so she jumped and ran away. So parang ito yung first, second, and third part of the story kapag nagsa-summary kayo. Let's check an example of the technique. Maria needed to gather community support for the local park's renovation. First, she organized a meeting to discuss the park's issues and gather ideas. Then, she and other volunteers distributed flyers and stated or started a social media campaign to raise awareness. Finally, They successfully hosted a fundraising event which raised enough money to start the renovation. So it will show you in this example, first, then, and finally. So meron siyang pagkakasunod-sunod. Una, ano bang ginawa ni Maria? Pangalawa, paano niya ginawan ng action yung plans niya sa first. And then, finally, anong nangyari doon sa action or doon sa event na ginawa nila? Next technique is technique letter E. It is give me the G's. They want a summary, not retelling of every details. Meron kasing iba nagsasummarize halos ulitin na yung buong detalye ng storya. So, pag sinabi mong give me the G's or the gist of a story, we can see how the definition is used to ask for something shorter than the lengthy version. Meron din tayong mga summarization na medyo mahahaba. Pero pag give me the G's, ibig sabihin nito, bigay mo lang sa akin yung pinaka-important details ng story. So medyo shorter version siya kasi mas pinaigsi mo yung detalye. So the G's is summarizing technique involves identifying the main idea of a text and restating it in your own words. To write a G summary, you should read a short text or a section of text, identify the who, what, when, where, and how, if it is applicable, and use the 5 W's to write a summary of the text in 15 words or less. Other tips include filling out main ideas, focusing on key details, using keywords and phrases, breaking down the larger ideas, and taking succinct but complete notes. Okay? Since we have talked about regarding the techniques in summarizing academic texts, I want you to prepare for an assignment. So, read the text entitled From the Autopsy Surgeon's Report and answer the questions that follow. You could write your answers on a sheet of paper, just take a picture, and then send it to my email for me to be able to check it. Again, that's all for today, and I'll see you on your next lesson.